All right, guys, so in this video, we're going to be talking about how to build the best looking Shopify store in 2025, 2026, and how you can actually increase your average order value and your conversion rate. And these are the tactics that I'm going to be sharing in this video that will help you actually get up to 6, 7, or even 8% conversion rate on a monthly basis from front end and back end. So if you're doing like front end paid ads from Facebook, TikTok, Google, and you have Klaviyo in the back end, when it comes to emails and SMS, this will help you boost those conversion rates in 2025, 2026. So let me actually share my screen. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, guys. So first thing first, when it comes to designs or homepage or product page or offer, whatever you have, there are some important things that you have to focus on when it comes to the product side of things. First thing first, if I just like talk about the homepage, let me actually zoom in myself a little bit. But if I just talk about like the homepage, the first thing that people see when they actually come on your product page is not just the offer. It's all about the vibe of your store. So if you go on like any physical product stores, or like let's say you go on in a beauty store or like a very high-end luxury store, they make everything looks very clean. Everything is on point. Everything has like a specific section that where you can actually go and easily browse through the products, right? So if you go into like a physical store and everything is like clutter, and let's say like everything is kind of like mixed up and it's all over the place, you'll probably walk out because it's just too much for you to handle and you won't be able to buy anything at all. So it's the same thing for online stores as well. So if you see right here, when it comes to like the average order value and building that conversion rate, let me actually show you the product page. This is a coffee brand, but you can have like any specific product. It doesn't really matter because it's all about how the offer looks like and how the whole branding looks like. So this is a brand called Cafly, and I'm reviewing like one of their product pages, and let's just study how these guys are doing it. We use the same exact tactics to hit 6, 7, or even 8% conversion rate on a monthly basis, specifically from the supplement and the cannabis space we're in. But again, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what the product is. It's all about how people perceive it as your brand. Now here we see the options of like different flavors, pretty straightforward. There's no rocket science here. Here they're talking about roast levels, flavor notes, and the strength of the coffee. Pretty educational when it comes to the coffee space, but it can be any specific features of the products that you have. You can showcase that here. Then we have two options, beans and ground, and here is the offer box look like. So one bag is $20.24. 3 bags are $18 per bag, so you're saving basically 38%, and 6 bags are $17.81 per bag, and you're saving roughly around like 41%. Now if you see right here, it says most environmentally friendly, and if I click on here, it says most popular. So it looks like these guys are focusing heavily on selling 3 bags instead of like 6 bags in one bag, and this is selected by default as well. So when people come on this specific product page, and if something is selected by default, in most cases, if people see like, oh, this is the most popular, people end up buying this. And if you see right here, one bag, they made it look very unattractive compared to like these two sections. So this is happening on purpose. When you go on like apple.com or like any product stores that have like very, very big following and like a lot of products they sell, they'd use the same tactics as well. So like the lower tiered products, they're not very visible. So if I talk about just like the iPhone, if I talk about like iPhone 16, they heavily promote 16 Pro Max and 16 Pro, and they just kind of like put 16 in the back of the funnel. So it's still there. It does exist, but like the big ones are always the winners. So the next options here is like subscribe and save. If you see it's selected by default as well here, subscribe and save, love it, or your next ones is free, 50% future orders, pause, skip, or cancel anytime, out of stock protection, right? And then we have buy at once. So two options, pretty common offers, but this is a pretty unique offer. Love it, or your next ones is free. Very few brands are offering these type of offers when it comes to like subscription. So if I switch it to one time, you can see the pricing of the bags has been changed. So if I switch it back to like subscribe and save, now the pricing are changed up here. So pretty big difference. Now if I just talk about like the buy box area, you can see add to cart button has shipped today's August 5th, and if order within 8 hours and 21 minutes, and we have like a timer going on, free shipping on orders $59, and 100% happiness guaranteed. And then we have a little bit of description of the product. Now if I talk about like the average order value, or like what are some of the tactics that I personally use, first you need to make sure that you have a base good conversion rate that is happening in the buy box on the top of the page. So you need to make sure like your buy box area looks good, you have good offer, you have like some sort of urgency, not super crazy urgency, but if you say like, hey, it ships today on August 5th, then that's enough urgency. It's not like drop shipping type of store energies. Right here, it's just like, hey, it's ready to ship, right? So you're building that type of urgency. Now, when it comes to like average order value, you probably already know you can add specific add-ons, products that can be sold as an upsell. I normally don't suggest like these type of add-ons because they're just there to exist and they don't bring a lot of value, and a lot of people don't buy from these. One strategy that I personally use for my brands is if this specific product requires, let's say this is a pouch. A lot of people, when they actually purchase like multiple bags, you can sell a container as an accessory where they can put all these bags in one place and have like a moisture-free environment container. Or you can sell a scooper, you can sell frother that basically froth the coffee as an accessory. Those things upsells like crazy and can help you with your average order value. Very, very important, because these type of things does help in terms of like some sort of add-ons, but again, it has to be more personalized experience. Now, if you see something interesting, we have a sticky add to cart button, which is like sticky throughout the page. So if I scroll up or down, it remains pretty much the same. You can see the origin of the coffee, roast level, processing. This is pretty basic stuff, but if you see right here, they're just educating the consumer around the coffee. What's in the coffee, again, using infographics to educate the consumer around like what the product is and why they exist in the first place. And last but not least is just like 5-star reviews and FAQ section. So if you're struggling with basically custom Shopify stores, and you have like a store, you are getting sales, but you cannot really scale it, and you want to have like a more personalized experience, be sure to contact me. My calendar link is in the description below. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.